खुश थे अब तो पूरा deflate हो गया and we
Oh,
are
I
live.
think we are live. We are live.
Yes,
We are
we are.
live.
Oh my God. What a match. What a match. At one point, it seemed like the impossible might just happen for India. But as it turns out, that impossible is now done with. Aaj Sanam,
राहुल भाई क्या क्या मैच था ये क्या क्या हुआ एंड ओवर्स में ये
No, I believe this Asia Cup has seen many nail biting encounters. Was this the best one?
For me, yes. For me, absolutely. Nothing beats this. This went so back and forth that we literally had to change the title of this video before we went live. We're sure, okay, Indian Hope's alive. Nope, Indian Hope's dead, unfortunately.
Yeah,
My
but
God.
what a match. In fact, Pakistan tried their best to lose this one.
To lose it.
But for that boy, 19-year-old boy, Naseem Shah, huh?
But what an innings, what a way to finish the match. 2 sixes as the number 11. Full credit.
Yeah, and Indian hopes are all over now. Till yesterday or before the start of this match, we were all saying that India's hopes are all but over. But now I think you'll have to remove that but.
And now there's no all but. Now it's Indian Hope's over.
Yes, Indian hopes are all over. But hats off to Afghanistan. The way they fought this match, they were amazing. And by mid innings, we were discussing, Shane, that bowling is their strongest suit as far as Afghanistan is concerned. And although I would also blame Pakistan, the way they batted. I can understand, Shadab Khan was injured. He had to go for his shots because he couldn't run between the wickets, so he had to go for his shots. But what happened thereafter? It was a complete harakiri, very. And Pakistan, after winning this game, I am looking at their reactions. They've beaten India. They've beaten a few teams in the past, but haven't seen a reaction like this. It seems as if they are so. It seems they are assured. Oh, look at that Hassan Ali's Ronaldo reaction. Huh? Hassan Ali, who hasn't played a single match so far, by the way. And
giving him the big one. Very nice.
yes, and
I think why they're also
a lot of
like this is because Fazalak Farooqi gave the ninth batsman a send off. So I think because of that, what happened unfortunately was I think tempers kind of got flared up, and you saw Naseem Shah
exactly. They almost had a scuffle. Asif Ali and Farid. Yeah, they almost had a scuffle. And to be very honest, I had no hopes as far as Naseem Shah was concerned. I can see, I think, a little. I can see a few Afghan players. They are almost not almost. They are actually in tears. They are in tears.
This is the worst time for India to be facing them tomorrow because they were this close to winning, and they are going to be desperate to ensure they don't lose 200 crore. This is
I'm not. I get your point. I think you may be right, but the emotions would be running too high at the moment for Afghan players. I don't know how they would turn out tomorrow against India, and India when they don't have that that pressure, if what they can do, especially the top order.
Yeah. But what a match this turned out to be in the end. I mean, full credit. They kept us guessing right till the end. And Naseem Shah, I don't think, has anyone known a number 11 to come out, tongue 2 sixes and then win this team the match, just like that. No big deal.
Yes.
In fact, as Pradeep
and he got...
go on, carry on.
Yeah, sorry, please
so,
go ahead.
As Pradeep Srivalsan says, he's saying that Afghanistan defended this way better than India did. And in fact, he's expressing doubt over the fact if India can even win tomorrow.
I think India can, India should, and India will win the game tomorrow against Afghanistan. As you said, I agree with you. But they will have their confidence high as the Afghan players. But still, this night they would feel that we were so close. We could have won this game, but it didn't happen. And emotions would be running too high for them, and to get back tomorrow again. I think Afghanistan is the only team in this tournament who's playing back-to-back matches, and that too,
Correct.
in this extreme heat.
Hmm.
Extreme heat. Because till yesterday, we thought, not till yesterday, in fact, day before yesterday, I thought that Sri Lanka was that team that will
Yeah.
play two back-to-back games, and then
Shout out to Sylvie.
a couple of oh, Igor, no, that's fine, that's fine. In fact, majority of us thought because of that A1, B2, B1, B1, it was only
Hmm.
later that it was revealed that seedings are not where you finish in your group. It is the seedings have already been decided. So
Correct.
yeah, pretty good game, to be very honest. I think Afghanistan players, Afghanistan team should be proud of their effort, what they've done. And Pakistan, I wonder how Pakistan would feel at this moment. Should they be feeling as in they've just sneaked into the finals, and on the back of this very scratchy sort of a performance, 130 in Sharjah, uh, how they would be feeling tomorrow, next time when they face Sri Lanka would feel, we are the best side in this tournament. We are the
Absolutely.
best side because our batting has clicked, our bowling has done pretty good. They are a very good, hard-working fielding unit. Uh, Pakistan, imagine Naseem Shah, 4 balls, 14 runs.
Hmm.
This boy,
Something
this
special. Something
19-year-old
special.
boy,
Hmm.
yeah.
And Pakistan seems to get a
Um,
dime a dozen of these 19-year-old boys. Out of nowhere, they'll come
mm,
and then just come and perform in international cricket. No pressure. Making your debut in a pressure game against India, no pressure. Coming to hit 2 sixes when your team needs it at number 11, no pressure. I don't understand this.
I thought I may have left a bit early, and I was in two minds whether to go back, whether to stay.
Arun says you did.
Uh, Sorry,
I'm
where
saying
is
Arun
Arun?
says you did from behind.
Where is Arun?
Arun, join.
Mr. Arun must be busy filing his stories, no?
Yes, he is. Yes, he is.
And an emotional story for Afghanistan, huh?
Absolutely, absolutely. Especially since we were all
Yeah,
convinced
and
that Afghanistan
Shane,
were winning.
I'm sure you must be getting a few comments if you can take, because you are the one who has all the controls.
Yeah. So, Akash Bhardwaj is asking us that if we see some changes tomorrow, do you think we can see 6 bowlers tomorrow? I think I'd be shocked if it doesn't happen that way. Very, very shocked.
No, but who is no six bowlers?
Who
You
would be
had
the
six
sixth
bowlers
bowler?
in the last game also. So
Deepak Hooda.
you tell me, Deepak. No, I'm saying six bowlers is a good question, but who will it be? Who will be your six bowlers? If Deepak Hooda is not being utilized as a sixth bowler, then who is your
Hmm.
sixth bowler?
Correct. That's a
You won't get
good question.
a front lines. Maybe Deepak Chahar might just get a look in, because this will be the last match for India in this Asia Cup, and you have to announce the T20 World Cup team also soon after the Asia Cup, and most likely I think the team for the home series against Australia will also be announced. So you have to see him at least once.
Hmm. Also, interesting point made by Rohit Roy. He says that the teams,
Mhm.
that is India and Afghanistan, who top their respective groups, are now in fact eliminated. Unpredictability of the Asia Cup.
Yeah, but that's what has been plaguing Indian team for quite a long time. I remember, I won't go back too far. In 2019 World Cup, Rohit Sharma was smashing everything. Centuries after centuries in that World Cup, you would remember. But then one bad day. That is why
That's it.
the comment that Rohit Sharma made, that दो मैच
Only two
हारते
games.
हैं, इतना कुछ वो नहीं है. It's just a matter
Hmm.
of 2 games. All these years, if you look at these ICC events, it's a matter of just one game.
Correct.
96 World Cup, I thought India had a very good chance. Then what happened? Against Sri Lanka, you started well. In that
Hmm.
96 World Cup, you got rid of Jayasurya and Kalu Vitarna so early. in that match, then what happened in 20 and thereafter in 1919 99 World Cup also, you lost Pakistan. You played, then again you lost one bad game. 2003 India were very good to make it to that final. But then you ran into a team like Australia. So it's just a matter of one game in ICC tournaments, especially in knockouts. It's just a matter of one game or two games, and that is what happens. Unfortunately, today for India, I at least for India, but I thought. I feel for Afghanistan, they did their best to win this game, but couldn't. But for India, they were not the best team in this tournament. So
Absolutely.
it is better. Hopefully, this was a reality check for the Indian team, and they will learn their lessons, because usually, as they say, that you learn from your losses. Losses are a better teacher than victories.
Victory. Yes, and Piyush Nandre has an interesting observation, or rather, it's a very basic one, but I think we can all agree with it. He says that this is by far the best Asia Cup we've witnessed in recent memory. Hard pressed to disagree. I don't remember one where it was this, closely contested in recent times.
Shane, I would agree. I don't know about you, but I would agree. I'll have to agree.
Same.
Because
that's the thing. Such a good
because I think
tournament.
Because I think it is a T20 format, and also because you have very little to choose when it is a T20, when it is a short format. If you play Test cricket with Afghanistan, if you play Test cricket with Bangladesh, or even Sri Lanka for that matter, at this point in time, India would be clear favorites. I think not a lot of people would put their money on teams like these: Bangladesh, Afghanistan, and Sri Lanka. But when if it is a format like this, then the scope of to differentiate between the two teams also reduces. So, but I would agree. I would agree that this is by far, and it also tells you that the standard or the level of cricket that where Afghanistan is playing at the moment. Bangladesh is also considered as a good Asian cricketing nation, but they were knocked out very early. Now Sri Lanka has also punched above their weight. Afghanistan is also punching above their weight. Remember, don't forget that Afghanistan, by the way, made it to the Super 4s on the back of their two victories against Sri Lanka and Bangladesh.
Correct. So Manish Kashyap points out something interesting. He says that India will probably be better than Australia. Since wickets they are quicker, they'll be better than Sri Lanka, Pakistan, and Afghanistan.
Yeah, please go ahead.
I don't know. See, that's the thing. I agree with his point on wickets, but if you don't have form players, then the wickets don't really matter. And that's really one of the problems with this team.
I have a question. Sorry. Yeah, please.
Go on. Yeah, so that Afghanistan lost and India lost since the one team showed fight, and that was Afghanistan. Now, that's an interesting point. Afghanistan fought till the end, whatever said and done.
I thought, as you said yesterday in the mid-innings, I thought in the 20th over, Afghanistan had the match in the bag.
Yeah. And you had a question? Go ahead.
No, I'm saying what has happened to Babar Azam, by the way?
Oh, yes. Golden duck today. The man who was expected to be, scoring all the big runs, not been able to do double till this point. He's really struggled. Ironically, their best batsman.
So actually,
I think Arun. I can see Arun can answer. Arun, what has happened to Babar Azam?
I don't know what has happened to Babar Azam, but they have Babar and Nabi have created a record. So both of them got out for Golden Ducks. This is the first time both captains of a team have gotten out for Golden Ducks in a T20 game. Full member nations, matlab Emmy jo.
The associate nations were not counted.
I'm not counting.
Not associate nations.
But still, the first time. So something has happened to Babar.
Okay, abhi to our captain is Rohit Sharma. See, yes. Asia Cup. This Asia Cup.
By the way, Virat Kohli and Kieron Pollard did this in ODIs as well in 2017. So it has happened only once in international stated before.
Some number
Virat Kohli is
crunching
there.
from
Someone.
Arun.
Some interesting number crunching from Arun. Yeah.
The Arun
So
is
we also have,
looks pretty. Yeah.
yeah, we have one more question from Rahul Rana, who I think is joining us after a while. He's saying, "Hi Shane and Rahul, sir, great to be back with sports today. Want to know why is it that India don't have bowlers who can contribute like this with the bat? It will be a great help to get such extra runs."
Good to have you back as well, Rahul. I think you've already heard our views. Let Arun answer this one. Arun?
Well, actually, Harshal Patel is a good batter, I believe. And
But
he
where
has
is
hit
he?
sixes.
He's in
But,
Bangalore.
he's injured. And Bumrah is a good batter. He has hit a six of Pat Cummins. And
He's
again,
also in
injured.
Bangalore.
Yeah. Don't forget what he did to Stuart Broad in the Test match.
Yeah. So we have good batters.
Record.
So that answers your questions.
No, but just not playing.
No, but at least tell us about those who are there, who are fit and available.
Those who are fit and available, I don't think Yuzvendra Chahal can hit a six.
Arshdeep
no
definitely
offense,
not.
no offense. And Arshdeep, I haven't seen. Yeah, Deepak Chahar can hit them.
He can conk a few.
Chahar is actually in the squad and he may play and get to play tomorrow.
I think he'll have to be playing.
He'll have to, I guess.
No chance you're not playing him tomorrow. Yeah, I mean,
Expect
you're
the
lacking.
unexpected when even in fact you guys follow whatever is said on television, commentary everywhere. You would have heard what Mr. Sunny Gavaskar said this evening on India Today. He said that Deepak Chahar is one guy, not just for the next game or the games that have already gone by. Even for the World Cup, he said, I would want to have somebody like Deepak Chahar in my team, in the squad. He can give you some balance with the bat also. But I don't know what is happening. Because see, Avesh Khan was not available. He had he was not too well. But still, it took you to. By the way, we haven't heard anything officially, have we?
No.
We have not heard anything officially that Deepak Chahar has been inducted in this Indian team, the 15-member squad. So maybe tomorrow, maybe early tomorrow, if he's playing tomorrow, you will get an email or a message from the board. But if you don't get, then I think, Shane, your confidence maybe the confidence
Maybe
with which
misplaced.
you are saying that the confidence with which you are saying that Deepak Chahar will be there in the 11 tomorrow. I have my doubts there.
That's valid. Actually, he hasn't been confirmed yet.
You guys continue.
Okay, you go, sir. It's okay. Thanks, sir. So, you want to take a few more comments?
Yeah, you can take as many comments as possible. Just before we wrap up.
Let me find some comments which we can take.
Vignesh Konar is saying Afghanistan versus Pakistan is the new India versus Pakistan rivalry. Is it?
I mean, I don't know. I think that's a bit far. There's not that much history between these two teams. So
yeah, but the way Pakistan were crumbling under pressure, it seemed as if it was an India-Pakistan match. But it swung like a pendulum the entire match.
So yeah, Anuj Gogoi says, I think we can take this one. He says that I don't see a left-hander at 4 to tackle the spinners as a compulsion, and if it's unavoidable, then Ishan Kishan is a better option in the World Cup than Pant at this point.
Pant, I can't say. See, because Pant, you're not batting him up the order. I think he's better suited, at least his utilization, whatever little we've seen of Pant in the middle order or in the higher middle order, if you see. I think that's a better place for him because low down the order, he hasn't done too great. And as far as Ishan Kishan is concerned, we've seen him for almost a year and a half. We saw Ishan Kishan opening the innings multiple times on occasions when Rohit wasn't available, when KL Rahul wasn't available. During this time, Ishan did well. On some occasions, he didn't do well. But I always thought that he was in the radar for selection, but now suddenly
just dropped out of nowhere. Yeah.
He's nowhere.
Yeah, I think actually we're getting a lot of repeat comments now. So, oh wait, Ritikesh Raghuvati says back after 1 month. Will Afghanistan start favorites tomorrow against India? I mean, I don't know. Again, I don't see that happening.
Trust me, no. Trust me, no.
And with
This
that
Indian
confidence, I think,
this Indian team, after 2 losses against Pakistan and Sri Lanka,
want to go out on a high.
अफगानिस्तान का भरता बनेगा.
Saransh is suggesting that's our thumb.
But that's what I think. That's what I think.
Yeah. Anyway, I think we can call it a night. We're getting a few repeat comments. So
Yeah.
Right. What an amazing match.
So
thank you guys all.
Do you want to make an official announcement, Shane?
What official announcement? I have no idea what you're talking about.
So the official announcement, official announcement is that despite Pakistan's best efforts, they have managed to defeat Afghanistan. Yeah, they've managed to defeat Afghanistan by 1 wicket, 1 solitary wicket, and they have made it to the final of this Asia Cup alongside Sri Lanka. And what that means is India are now officially out of the reckoning for a place in the final of this Asia Cup. That's it.
Absolutely.
We'll see you guys tomorrow.
Thank you for joining us. Like, share, subscribe, follow us on Twitter, Facebook, Instagram. Good night.